Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am Salim sir, and today we will discuss about the problems faced by India after independence. This is lecture number second of your lesson number 10, namely India after independence. Before we go to discuss about the problems faced by India after independence, I want to remind you in the previous lecture we have read about the partition, and I am hopeful that you all know what partition was all about. Partition was all about the partition of Bengal and Punjab, as we have read in the last lecture. But at the time, I have discussed the various historians, their names, various poets, their names, their poetry, their works, and many writers who have authored different books about partition. I have also discussed at that time the partition, the book written by the partition, book written by Anita Inder Singh, but I forgot to said about what Anita Inder Singh writes in that very book. I will show you book. Here is the book that is the partition Anita Inder Singh. This book is written by Anita Inder Singh, and I want to convey you message what she writes in that very book. In this book, she writes especially this partition, especially the partition was among three parties. It was struggle among three parties. First was INC, second was Muslim League, and third was British. Anita Inder Singh writes in her book that is the partition. The partition, she says that partition was all about a struggle among three parties. First was Indian National Congress, second was Muslim League, and third was British. Now, what were their motives? According to her, INC wanted united India. Indian National Congress united India with with central dominance. With central dominance. Second was Muslim League. It wanted separate sovereign state for Muslims. That means it wanted separate state for sovereign state for Muslims, which were later called as Pakistan. And third one was British, and it wanted Indian land, Indian land for military base. Military base. As you know, dear students, British joined America immediately after Second World War. As you know that immediately after Second World War, entire world was divided into two blocks. One was capitalist bloc, it was led by America, and second was the capitalist communist bloc led by Russia. England, or British, we can say British joined America immediately after Second World War, and America told British that we want Indian land for the military bases. So it said it that we want the Indian land for military bases. That is why British demanded Indian want us to make the Indian land for the military base of British to provide security to its satellite countries in the South Asia. But Anita Inder Singh said, now in this very struggle, INC failed to achieve its goal. Same is case with British. British failed to achieve its goal, and the only party they succeeded to achieve its goal was ML. That means Muslim League. Muslim League wanted separate sovereign state for the Muslims, and it got it. And that very sovereign separate state became Pakistan. Pakistan. And in this regard, I want to say that Pakistan word, the term Pakistan was coined in 1930 by some students of Cambridge, some Muslim students of Cambridge school. some Muslim students of Cambridge School, Cambridge School, headed by Chaudhry Rahmat Ali. And you know that Chaudhry Rahmat Ali was a Punjabi Muslim Gujjar boy. Punjabi Muslim Gujjar, who wrote pamphlet Now or Never. In 1933, he wrote pamphlet Now or Never. And what Pakistan means? Pakistan means the area, the Punjab, where there was Muslim population, the of Afghanis only area, Pashtun area. P means Punjab, A means Afghanistan, K means Kashmir, I means Iran is some area, little bit borders of Iran. S means Sindh, and Tan is Baluchistan. This Tan is Baluchistan. These areas were composed of Muslim majority. That is why some scholars of the Cambridge University, Muslim scholars of the Cambridge University, dreamt of having a separate state for the Muslims, and they named it Pakistan. But Pakistan in 1930s was not a serious issue. It became serious issue when V.D. Savarkar in 1937 wrote the pamphlet Hindu Renaissance, in which he said that only Hindus have done pretty well job against the colonial British, and unless and until Muslims cannot eliminated from the land of India, India will never get independence. And this very was a bitten, this very speech was a bitten speech for the Muslims. That is why the Muslims later demanded the separate state for the Pakistan, and this demand became serious in 1940s when the 43rd speech of Indian National Congress was held in Karachi. In that very session, Muslims of Punjab and especially Punjab and Bengal raised the voice of separate sovereign state for the Muslims, and the speech was headed by Muhammad Ali Jinnah. At that time, in 1940, Muhammad Ali Jinnah gave his speech on the guidelines of the Al-Biruni's book, Tariq-i-Hind. In Tariq-i-Hind, he said that Muslims and Hindus in the 11th century were living together. They were living together, but instead of living together in the same society, they adopting different cultures, religious and rituals, costumes, whatever. So in this way, he said that instead of living together in the society, Hindus and Muslims are separate nations. And that very speech was given, on that very line of speech was given by the Muhammad Ali Jinnah in 1940. And on that, Gandhi ji said that गाय माता के दो टुकड़े नहीं हो सकते. और जवाहरलाल नेहरू said that ये अंग्रेजों की बिड है, यानी ये चाल है, it is trick of Britishers to divide the Hindus and Muslims of India subcontinent. And third, Sardar Vallabh Patel said that it is nothing else than a lunacy. ये मजनू की ये दीवाने के it is the act of eroticy, and we can say lunacy. Lunacy means lunatic, जुनून, यानी ये दीवाने का जुनून है. पाकिस्तान और हिंदुस्तान से पाकिस्तान नहीं निकल सकता है. But this issue became serious in 1940s onwards, and in 1946 cabinet mission was called on in India in March 1936, according to which the power were transferred. At that time, Constituent Assembly were handed over to the Indians, that was composed of 389 members. Later, Pakistan demanded separate nation, but separate nation for the Muslims of Punjab, Afghan, Kashmir, Iran, Sindh and Baluchistan. which was first denied by the Britishers because it was somehow difficult for the Britishers to demarcate the land of Bangladesh. As you know, there is from the north to from the west to east, there is about 300 3,300 kilometers distance between the Pakistan and Bengal. So, but when the communal writers became common and the August offer direct action day was came into existence, in which black deaths came into existence both from both sides, Hindus and Muslims died, and later the Mountbatten was called on. He was a pacifist, and through his Mountbatten Act of March 1947, he convinced Gandhi, and earlier he convinced the Jawaharlal Nehru and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Later in March 1947, Gandhiji was convinced by the Lord Mountbatten, and through the Act of 1940, Independence Act of 1947, and through the Mountbatten Act of 19 March 1947, the two dominions were created: the Dominion of Pakistan and Dominion of India. And later, the Constituent Assembly, which was composed of 389 members, were divided into two parts. First part led to the Pakistan, were given to the Pakistan, which was composed of the 99 members of the Constituent, and the second part was given to the India, that was composed of 200 200 about 280 members. In this way, Constituent Assembly was divided between India and Pakistan, and later on 14th of 14th of August, Pakistan was created, and later, and Pakistan, the creation of Pakistan was created on the day of Shebe Qadr, and that was on Thursday, 26th of my Ramzan, and later in second day, that was the Friday, on Friday 1940 15th August 1945 47, India was created. In this way, Pakistan and India was created, and Pakistan was created on the lines of same on the lines which was on the lines of Dr. Allama Iqbal. He dreamt about it, that Pakistan, what type of Pakistan should be, whatever principles have been, whatever Dr. Allama Iqbal have dreamt about the new Muslim sovereign state, same was done in 1947, and the leader was Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Dr. Iqbal dreamt and dreamt about Pakistan, and he later read it in his ballad Masnavi Asrari Khudi, that was published in 1915, and in the last the supplication is written. At last of the book, last page of book, supplication was written, that was for Pakistan, and in Persian language, that supplication was written in Persian language. I want to read that very lines in Persian. गर्च तू हर ज़ाति खुद यकतास्ती आलम अदबहर ख्वाहिश आरास्ती मन मिसाल लालो सहरा सितम दरमियान महफिल तन्हा सितम खाहम अज लुत्फ़े तु यार हमदम अज़रमूज़ फ़ितरत मन मुहरम हमदम दीरान फ़रज़ान इज़ ख़याल या बेगान ताबु जाने उस पारम होए खेश बाज बीनम दर दिल और रोई खेश सादम अज मुश्ते गुले खुद पाई करश हम सनम औरा शिवम हम आजरश. And this was the dream of Iqbal. On that very dream, Pakistan was created, and later Muhammad Ali Jinnah gave tribute uh, Muhammad Iqbal. In this way, Pakistan created into existence. But on the other hand, we say, according to Amir Jamil, also a historian from the Pakistan, he said that Pakistan was not created out of the sacrifices, but Pakistan was created out of the conflicts in which both Hindus and Muslims were killed. Whatever so, but the creation of Pakistan, whatever the Muslims have dreamt about it, that was created, and Pakistan was created on the basis of religious lines. Now we will discuss about our own topic, that is problems faced by the India.